here from Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Welcome back to my channel. Today in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet this checkerboard bucket hat. And for this tutorial I am going to be showing you how to do your increases, how to change the color throughout, how to carry your yarn throughout so there's no ends to weave in except for at the beginning and the end. For this hat I did use cotton yarn. I think this sample was made with Dishie yarn from Knit Picks. And then I'm also using an H5mm crochet hook. For this tutorial today I'm going to be using this cotton yarn from Hobby Lobby. So I really love how this one turned out with two colors kind of in the same color family. A lot more of a subtle look. For this tutorial we're going to have a bright combination. Two contrasting colors for this tutorial. So I'm going to start with a magic ring. So how to do that, I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to lay it over my fingers, going over and then around the back and then back around. So I started by going this way, around the back, and then towards me and then away from me again. I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to insert it under these two loops, I'm going to grab this one on the left and pull it through the one on the right. Carefully slide your fingers out of there. Now while holding on to this, I'm going to chain one to secure my loop, and here I have an adjustable ring to start my hat. So for round one we're going to start with a round of double crochet. I will chain two. Chain two does not count as a stitch, so I'm going to work 12 double crochet in this ring here. So I will yarn over, insert my hook into the ring here, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, and then yarn over, pull through two for my first double crochet. I'm going to do 11 more in this same space for a total of 12. So here I have 12 double crochet in my loop. I'm going to take this end here, I'm going to pull it tight to close it up, and then I'm going to join, move this out of the way here, join to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. And there you have round one. And when you weave in this end here, do make sure that you tie a knot because this magic ring will loosen over time if it's not tied in a knot. So now for round two we're going to start some increases, and an increase when working a beanie or a hat just means you're working two stitches in the same stitch is when you do an increase. And we're also going to be adding in our second color, so have that handy to join in the second color. We're going to be changing colors here in round two. So I will start with a chain two, and I will do a double crochet in the same stitch here. The chain two doesn't count, so I'm going to start here in the same stitch as my join. So we'll yarn over and insert my hook here, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two for my first double crochet. Now for my second double crochet I'm going to be changing colors. So I'm going to do that in the last step, at the last pull through of this double crochet. So I'm going to start my double crochet with that yarn over and insert my hook into the same stitch, and then yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through two. Now I'm going to drop this color and pick up my second color. I'm going to pull that through here. And that's kind of how you get that seamless color change, is when you change colors in the last step right before that color change. And I'm going to leave this yarn right here. I'm going to kind of lay it on top of my stitches because I'm going to be working on top of it and kind of hiding it in between these next stitches here. So don't cut your yarn or anything, we're going to be keeping it because we want to pick it up again. So now I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch, working over this first color. So I inserted my hook and started my double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Pull these, keep them a little bit tight, not too tight, but just a nice even tension there. Now in my second double crochet in this next stitch, I'm going to again change color. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that same stitch, and pull up my loop, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going to drop this second color and pick up my first color again and pull through with that first color. Now again, I'm going to leave this laying right over row 1 so I can work around it. So again, I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. Now for my second double crochet in this same stitch, I'm going to change colors. So my yarn over and start my double crochet and do my first pull through. For my second pull through, I'm going to drop my color, pick up my second color, and pull that one through. Pull this a little bit tight, lay it over your next stitch, and again, work a double crochet in the next. And then in my second double crochet, I'm going to change color in that last step. Drop that color, pick this one up, and your yarn will absolutely get tangled. It's just part of changing colors. So every once in a while, you might need to pause and untangle it a bit and then continue on. All right, so here we are. We've done it now 4 times. We still have a few more stitches left. Again, I have my color laying over here so I can work over it. My first double crochet. And then in the second one, I'm going to change colors. So I did my first pull through. I'm going to drop my first color, pick up my second color, and pull that through. Work 1 double crochet. And then we're going to change color in the second double crochet. And I'm going to repeat this all the way around. Working 2 double crochets in each stitch and always changing colors on that second double crochet of the increase. So here's my last stitch of this round. You should be starting doing the last stitch with your second color. So there's my first stitch of the last one, and then here's my very last stitch where I will change colors. And then now I want to keep this second color coming with me. So when I join, I want to keep that one right there underneath my hook because I want to bring it up for round 3. So there is round 2. We did all of our color changes and we're going to continue changing colors here in round 3. So I will start with a chain 2. Again, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so I'm going to be starting in the very first stitch here with 1 double crochet with this color. So in round 2, each set of colors was 2 stitches. For round 3, each set of colors is going to be 3 stitches. So I have my 1 stitch here, and then I'm going to do my increase or 2 double crochet in the next. So I'm going to yarn over, keeping this yarn here on top, keep working on top of it, insert my hook into the next stitch, and work a double crochet. Now I'm going to do a second double crochet in the same stitch, and I'm going to again be changing colors. Do my first pull through, I'm going to drop this color and pick up my second color and pull through with that color. Now I'm going to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color on that last one. So I'm going to yarn over and do my first double crochet here, and then here's my second one. I'm going to do my first pull through. I'm going to drop this second color, pick up my first color, and pull that through on the last step of that stitch. So now I'm going to continue in the same way, working 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color in that last stitch of the increase. One double crochet in the next, 2 double crochet in the next, and then change color here. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. 1 double crochet in the next, 2 double crochet in the next, changing color on that last step. So here I'm at the last stitch of this round, where I'm going to again do my increase with 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and I will change colors on that second stitch. So here's my first double crochet, and then on my second one I will change colors on that last step. And now with this first color I will join to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. So there you have round 3. Now for round 4 we're going to continue in the same color pattern, and then we will be doing groups of 4 stitches in each color around, continuing with that increase. So I'm going to start with my chain 2, and I will double crochet in the first 2 stitches, carrying that second color along with me underneath my work here. And now in the next stitch I'm going to do my increase, changing color on that second double crochet. So here's my first double crochet, and then here on my second one I'm going to do my first pull through, drop this color, pick up my second color, and pull that one through. And then again double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color in that second one, that second pull through. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. 2 double crochet, double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color on that second stitch of the increase. Keeping that yarn that you're carrying through just a little bit tight. You don't want to pull it too tight and pull your stitch down like that. You don't want it to do that. So you just want to keep it a nice even tension throughout. So here I'm on the last stitch of this round, and then for the next round we're actually going to be switching our color pattern to get that checkerboard look. So I'm not going to be changing colors here in this next round. In this last stitch here. I'm just going to do the 2 double crochet in this last stitch, because for the next round, in round 5, I am going to be starting with this second color so that we can get that checkerboard look. So we're going to be changing the color pattern every 3 rounds. I want to keep this yarn here because I still want to pick it up in a couple stitches. So I'm going to join to my first stitch here with a slip stitch, And with this second color, I am going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So I'll start with my chain 2, double crochet in 3 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color on that second stitch. So there's my first one. Here's my second one where I will drop this color and pick up my first color. And then I'm going to repeat that around, double crochet in 3 stitches, and then 2 double crochet in the next, changing color with that second stitch. So here's the last stitch of round 5 where I will be changing color again because I want to continue with this same color pattern for a couple more rounds. So I'm going to do my last increase. So 1 double crochet, and here's my second one where I will change colors and then join to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. So I'm going to have 1 more round of increases. So I will start with my chain 2 and then double crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then 2 double crochet in the next, where I will change colors again in that second stitch of my increase. And we will repeat that all the way around. Yarn's getting tangled, there we go. And repeat that all the way around. Double crochet in 4 stitches, 2 double crochet in the next. Here is my last stitch for round 6, where I will work my last increase, changing color on the last stitch, and then joining to the first double crochet with a slip stitch. Now we are done with our increases. At this point, the diameter of this circle should be about 6.5 inches, and that'll be about the size for a small adult hat. If you wanted to make it bigger or smaller, you could adjust your hook size. You could add another increase round, but that will adjust the size of our squares for the checkerboard pattern. So I would suggest going up a full hook size or down a full hook size to adjust the size of your beanie or your hat for the future. Alright, so now we are just going to double crochet around without any increases. So each section of color will be 6 stitches wide. We will do 1 more round in this pattern with a second color, first color, second color, first color, and then we'll switch starting with our first color again and our second color in the round after that. So for round 7, we're just going to do a round of solid double crochet in the same color pattern. So I will not be increasing. Yarn's a little bit tangled here. Okay. We will not be increasing any further. So I'm going to start with my chain 2, and I will double crochet in these next 6 stitches, or actually I will double crochet in the next 5. Now in the next stitch I'm going to change colors, so there will be no increase. In the 6th stitch I will change colors back to this first color, and then now double crochet in the next 5, and then in the 6th stitch, change colors. And you'll repeat that all the way around, working 1 double crochet in each stitch, and on every 6th stitch you will change colors. So here is the end of round 7, and I am not going to be changing colors here on this last stitch because I'm going to be starting with my first color again, because we have 3 rounds in this color pattern. Now the next 3 rounds are going to be switched just to continue with that checkerboard look. So I'm going to do just a regular double crochet, no changing colors in this last stitch. I'm going to carry this color up with me and join to my first stitch with a slip stitch. Now we are just going to continue double crocheting in each stitch around, changing color every 6th stitch. So I'm going to continue 1 double crochet in each stitch, and at this point your hat should start making this cupping shape and start to take kind of a hat shape. And then change color on that 6th stitch. So here you could see, you can really start to see that checkerboard pattern. And repeat that all the way around. So here I have finished this round, and I went ahead and changed colors on that last stitch and joined to my first stitch with a slip stitch. So we're going to be repeating this round, just a round of solid double crochet, to round 13. So continue changing colors every 6th stitch as you work around, and after you get 3 rows of the same pattern, then go ahead and switch those colors so you're working the opposite pattern, so that the opposite colors are working on top of each other. So continue repeating this double crochet around to round 13. So here I have repeated all the way to round 13, and I did that color change here. So I have 3 rows of each color pattern, and when I joined in round 13 I kept with my first color here because that's the color I'm going to be starting for round 14 for my next group of 3 rounds, and the next 3 rounds will be our last 3 rounds for our hat. So now we're going to get into the bucket hat portion of this hat, so we're going to be making more increases. Now if you did not want to make this a bucket hat and you wanted it to just be a beanie, you could just go ahead and do another round of 3 rounds in the next color pattern with no increases, and just continuing repeating until this is the length you want, or just for one more section of color. So for the bucket hat we are going to be working some increases, and I'm starting here with this color. And when I do the increases this time, I'm going to be doing 2 sets of increases per section. I'm going to again start with my chain 2. And I am going to do a double crochet in 2 stitches. Again, making sure I carry this color with me. So I'm going to do 2 double crochet. It's 1 and 2. Now I'm going to stick with the same color, and I'm going to do 2 double crochet in the next. So there's 1 increase in this section. Now I'm going to again double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And now I'm going to increase in the next, and I will again change, just like we did before, change color in the second stitch of this next increase. So I'm going to do 1 double crochet, and then in the next one I'm going to change my color. So drop that one, pick up my second color, and pull that through. So here, now we're going to have 8 stitches per color around after we did those increases. So I'm going to repeat that again. I'm going to double crochet in 2 stitches. So 1, 2, 2 double crochet in the next with the same color. Now 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then now I'm going to do another increase, and with that increase I will change color in my second double crochet. There's 1 and 2. Drop this color and pick up my first color. And I will repeat that all the way around, working 2 increases in each color, making a total of 8 stitches per color section. So repeat that all the way around. So here I have finished that round of increases, and I have 8 stitches per color section. And now I'm just going to do 2 rounds of solid double crochet, changing colors every 8 stitches. So I'm going to start with my chain 2 and then just double crochet in the next 7 stitches, and then changing color on that 8th stitch. So there's 7, and then now I'll change color here. So I will repeat this for 2 more rounds to round 16. So I finished up those last 2 rounds of my hat, and I went ahead and cut my yarn and pulled it through, and there you have your checkerboard bucket hat. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy this pattern, and we will see you next time.